Stop prospecting but still add new clients. Let's look at how to use internet advertising. The first thing we want to mention is you shouldn't be prospecting. A professional shouldn't be prospecting. That's not a good use of a professional's time. So how do you get new clients? Well, your prospecting choices are you get some low-level grunt to do it. For example, if you've been making cold calls, you don't want to be doing that because that's not something a professional does. Do you know any doctors that make cold calls? Do you know any attorneys that make cold calls? Do you know any accountants that make cold calls? Well, if you're a professional, you shouldn't be making cold calls or other low-level prospecting activities. You hire somebody to do that type of grunt work. Your other option is to invest in an automated method. Now you might say, but I don't have any money to invest. Well, if you're in your own business, you have to invest in your business. That's the way business works. Now, what are some examples of automated methods? Well, there's lots of them. Direct mail, mass email, offline advertising, newspaper, radio, and TV, online advertising, Google, Bing, Facebook, etc. Now, you might first say, well, you know what? I tried direct mail, it didn't work. I tried mass email, it didn't work. Well, we need to correct that statement. It may not have worked for you, but it's working for other people. So why does, say, direct mail work for somebody else or mass email work for somebody else? Very simply, they're doing it the correct way. So all of these methods will work for gaining new clients if done correctly. Now, we like and we chose online marketing when we started our business in 2002. Why? Because it's easy to run lots of tests, it's less expensive than other methods, and you get immediate results. You run an ad, and within 24 hours, you start to see results to it. Now, in order to run successful online ads, the first step is you need a lead magnet. It's something your prospect wants, and what you offer must be non-intimidating. I see bad examples. I see sometimes attorneys will run ads like this, insurance agents, or even accountants. They'll run an ad that'll say something like, find out how you can do better estate planning, call for a free consultation. Well, that's a bad call to action. Why? Because it's intimidating. People don't want to call a stranger and talk about their financial issues or something personal to a stranger. So this idea of call for a free consultation is a very bad offer because it's intimidating and people won't do it. So what's a non-intimidating offer? Well, it could be something like a free guide about a topic that's of interest to your prospects. It could be a free analysis of some issue in their life. For example, if you were running an ad to existing annuity owners, you could say, existing annuity owners, get a free analysis of your existing annuity and see how it compares to current annuities or something like that. A toolkit. For example, if you were doing estate planning, you could say estate planning toolkit has 4 important checklists for you and your family to go through and complete to get your affairs in order. Or it could be a cheat sheet. So cheat sheet might be something like, see on one page the 6 most common mistakes that retirees make. Get our retirement planning cheat sheet. So these are things that you offer to people, and they look at the ad and they say, ooh, I'd like to get a copy of that. And then they fill out a form and opt in and give you their contact information. And now you've got a prospect. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to buy something. It means they're interested enough that they're going to fill out a form online. Consider that in general, for every 1,000 people that see a form, only 5 people fill it out. So you already have the 5 people that are most interested out of 1,000. Or you could offer a video tutorial, something where you explain or teach people on a video. Now, once you have your lead magnet, the thing you're going to offer, the thing that's attractive to people, you create your ads, and your ads will have three parts. Your ads have an image, some picture, a headline, something that captures their attention, and a description which gives them a little more detail and further increases their desire to get the thing that you're offering and opt in and become your prospect. Now, this is an example of some images. These are not images we use in the ads we run for financial advisors and life insurance agents. This is images we run for ourselves when we have financial advisors and life insurance agents contact us. So when we were creating this ad, we thought, okay, well, what's the best image? Well, we don't know, because nobody that is a successful advertiser knows what the best image will be. So how do they tell? Well, you have to run many, many tests. So for example, we thought, well, is an image with a guy in a suit but not his head and a copy of the book with a blue border, is that a good image? Or maybe with the guy's whole body, upper torso pointing to the book? Or maybe a guy in a blue suit with a red background? Or maybe a guy pointing to it? Maybe that'll be or how about the booklet where it's on a slant with a little reflection on the table? Or maybe this book with a little one of these starbursts here, or maybe it's where the book is shown behind an arrow that's going up, or maybe it's a book with in the background there's some graphs and charts. So you don't know what image will be best. And the way you tell is you develop dozens and dozens and dozens of images. And then you see which one performs best for you, and that's how you know which image is best. Now, these are only 8 images I've showed you here. We generated probably 60 in order to do our initial test. By the way, of the 8, this one with the starburst turned out to be much better than the rest. We would not have known that in the beginning. The only way you know that is you run the ads and you test. Next, you have to have a headline. And again, you don't know what headline will be best. So you've got to test. Like we started making up headlines, offering this book, How to Become a $1 Million Producer, Uncover the Secrets of $1 Million Producers, Methods of $1 Million Producers Revealed. Can you become a $1 million producer? Learn the methods of $1 million producers. 3 secrets of $1 million producers. Top secrets of $1 million producers. Discover the tactics of $1 million producers. As you see, it's easy to generate hundreds and hundreds of headlines, and that's what you need to do because you don't know which headline is going to have the best result. The only way to know is, as it says here, constant testing. Now, after you have your image and your headline, then there's usually one other thing you need. Most ads require a description, and the description is usually 3 to 5 sentences that explain your offer a little better. It further entices your prospect or creates more desire. Now, obviously, 3 to 5 sentences, each sentence with maybe 10 to 15 words, there can be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of combinations of things you want to say. So again, how do you know what's best to say? All you can do is test it. You develop your ideas, you put them into your ad, and then the platform will test it, whether it's Google, Bing, or Facebook. They will run tests against, with all your images, all your headlines, all your descriptions, so that then at the end of a few days, they will show you the statistics of which do best, which images do best, which headlines do best, which descriptions do best. Now, I should mention that writing all of the headlines and the descriptions requires some knowledge, and the science of writing ads is called copywriting. It's the science of using language to get people to take action. A lot of people in financial services don't appreciate what I'm about to say. Words are critical. Choosing the right words can make the difference between you being poor or rich in financial services. For example, many years ago, I used to do seminars as a financial advisor in order to get new clients. I would send out 3,000 seminar invitations. I didn't serve a meal, nothing like that. And I would get 30 buying units, a 1% response, 30 households to respond. And some were couples, some were singles. So I would typically have 40 to 50 people in a room from sending out 3,000 invitations. Other financial advisors would tell me, wow, I send out 5,000 invitations and I only get 20 people. Why? My language was better. The language on my invitation was more compelling, it was more interesting, and that's why more people showed up. So this ability to write the correct language is critical. How do you learn it? Well, there are hundreds of books on copywriting. If you only wanted to read two, I would suggest Cash Copy by Jeffrey Lant and Magic Words That Bring You Riches by Ted Nicholas. Again, just reading two books probably won't make you an expert, but it's a great place to start so you know exactly what you need to do to have successful ads. Now, the secret then to make online marketing work, you must be willing to do testing and find out what works. And then you need one more thing to be concerned with, which is you need to be concerned with wearing out your ads. For example, if you're a financial advisor or a life insurance professional in Dallas and you run all your ads to the zip codes in Dallas, what's going to happen is the same people will see your ad again and again and again. So all of the ad platforms will tell you what your frequency is. So for example, over a 3-week period, an ad that we ran had a frequency of 3.55. That's telling us that given the people we were targeting over 3 weeks, the average person saw the ad 3.5 times. Well, if we keep showing the same ads to people, it's going to wear out. It won't have any impact. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're watching TV and there's a commercial and it's an ad for some dishwashing liquid. And then the next commercial, 12 minutes later, it's the same ad for the same, and then 12 minutes later, it's the same ad. And you think to yourself, how stupid is this advertiser? If he keeps showing me the same ad over and over and over, it's a waste of money. Well, same thing happens if you keep running the same ads online, so they eventually wear out. So how do you fix that? Well, how do you deal with your ads wearing out? You start over and create new images, new headlines, and new descriptions. So you have to go back to the drawing board and you come up with new creatives, new ads, so that now if the same people see your ad, it's a different ad. It will appeal to them differently. They haven't seen it before. And now you've got a chance of the prospect thinking, oh, I'm interested in that. And they opt in and become your prospect. Now, if this sounds like a lot of work and a lot of things to know, it is. As a matter of fact, in our early years advertising for financial advisors and life insurance agents and getting them prospects, we used Google and Bing. It wasn't until 2014 we started to also use Facebook. But just to give you an idea, it took us from 2014 to 2016 to get our ads to be profitable on Facebook. So it took us 2 years of testing, images, copy, headlines, until we could say, oh, now we get it. Now we see what works on Facebook. And then we had a formula for developing ads for Facebook. So the point is this can take a while until you're successful. Your alternative is you can outsource this. Now, we've been doing this for 22 years, so if you don't want to learn this, you don't need to. We also insulate you from pay-per-click. What does that mean? Well, if you advertise on Google and Bing and a person clicks on your ad, but when they see your offer, when they see the details and they have to fill out the form, they decide, oh, I'm not that interested. You still need to pay Bing or Google, whatever, $5 for that person clicking on your ad. So even though you didn't get a new prospect, you still have to pay them for the click. So it can get very expensive. When financial advisors and life insurance agents hire us, they never pay for the click. They only pay for the prospect. So we insulate our clients from the cost of paying for useless clicks. That is no longer an expense to you. It's an expense that we absorb. Now, I highly recommend that you stop prospecting, but continue to add new clients. If you'd like to see how we run ads for you to do your prospecting so you don't have to, we invite you to take a look. This is the same methodology we've used with 29,700 financial professionals as of today, since 2002. Just click the link, select a time for a demonstration. We will show you the ads we run. We will show you the lead magnet we use. We will show you exactly how we do it. And then you can decide, is this something you want to do for yourself, or is it more efficient and effective for you just to outsource it to people who have a lot of experience? Thank you for watching. I hope you picked up some good tips and direction. Best of luck to you.